Gray Hunter, and it is November 13th, and it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been about a week since I made a video, and I wanted to come and make this video. Before I post anything else, I wanted to make this video and talking about what I was going through last week. Now, some of y'all sent me messages through my social media asking me, where's my channel? I can't see it. What happened? And so I'm going to explain all of that right now. So number one, I disabled my channel. I actually hid my channel for about 4 days because there were some things that I needed to do to my channel, and the only way that I could do it and kind of rebalance myself was to just hide it temporarily, and contain, my thoughts and kind of just ground myself first and figure out what it is that I wanted to do. And so with that being said, the reason why I did that was because there were 2 videos that were made about me. Someone impersonated my name and made these 2 videos to maliciously attack me. Now, I'm going to tell you about the 2 videos. I'm going to tell you who made the videos. I'm going to tell you how the videos were made. I'm going to tell you who was targeted in the videos, what was said, my apology, and what I learned through all this whole crazy ordeal. I have to put it in order because I wasn't sure what I wanted to say, or if, given too many details was too much. I kind of went back and forth on this. But there were 2 videos that were maliciously made about me. And so let me tell you, one video was me bashing witches, and I don't know exactly how it was worded. I would have to look at the information that I saved, but it's how I was bashing particular witches, and they had their names. And then the second video was me being a racist and fat shaming. Okay, so who made them? Now, with that being said, I'm just gonna put it like this. There were 2 individuals that I've had problems with in my coven, started in October. In October, early October, I had to remove one because we basically had a disagreement. We're 2 headstrong people, and I'm not going to back down, and this person was not going to back down, and this person just attacked me for something that I posted on my personal page, something that because you guys know that I'm very passionate about certain things. Anyway, so we had a difference of opinion, and that's okay. That's okay. One person can feel exactly how they want to feel, and we are all entitled of personal opinions. We're all entitled to say how we feel about a particular thing, but it just got ugly. And so I removed this person, and after I removed this person decided to bash me for the next 3 days on her own personal social media. I didn't read these long novels, but apparently bashing me through using my name. So there was no beating around the bush who this was about. And anyway, so they were targeted towards me, and that lasted for about 3 days. Okay, again, I know that I hurt this person's feelings by removing them out of my coven. But you can't control what people say about you, but you can control the people that you keep around you. And in this case, it was a collective decision that this person wasn't made to be in our coven for whatever reasons. Okay. And that's okay, because I'm not for everybody, just like this person's not for everybody. That doesn't make that person better than me, and it doesn't make me better than this person. It just means that we're just 2 different people. Okay, so even with all that was said and done that she said about me, I was still willing to just work this out because I don't want to be fighting with someone. I'm too old to be doing this stuff. But that didn't happen, and so we just left it. Okay. And so the second person, I had no idea that this happened. This was another person in my coven. So let's just go back to last Wednesday. I got a message from someone, inboxed me and said, hey, do you know that there's 2 videos of you from this particular person bashing you? And so she sent me the link, and I only saw bits and pieces. I did not watch. I was not going to entertain hatred. I was not going to entertain anything. So I didn't even watch them. I only saw bits and pieces, and that was enough, right? Because I'm not going to let that poison, that this person's trying to do infuriate me, because that's what this person was trying to do. So I immediately went to my coven and I started saying, hey, I think this person did this, right? Because that's the only person that hates me that I know of, right? And in fact, I didn't even know that this person, the original person, the person that I just talked about, I didn't know that person hated me until, I saw bits and pieces of things that she was saying. I'm just like, this was more than just a difference of opinion. This person generally hated me for whatever reasons of her own. Okay. And so I'm like, wow, this person really hates me to just do something like this so maliciously. But again, I really don't care what people think about me or say about me, because everybody's entitled, right? All right. So I was concerned about, how is this person still getting information in our coven when she has been removed weeks ago? And I was just like, so that's what I was talking to my coven about. I'm like, we still have somebody in here who is talking to her or giving her access to our coven. And so long story short, through my coven being as great as they are, we're able to watch these videos and piece together things that I didn't see. And you can definitely, hear the person who made this video. You can hear that person. You can hear her and her boyfriend, right? And so, and then we have somebody who cleaned up the video, and you can hear them crystal clear. Okay. So again, I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say anything to bash these people, because again, everybody's entitled to whatever. But what's really wrong about this is that this person was in the coven, in the private chat, talking about this other person that, basically like, okay, put blame on her and not on me, like letting us believe that she was on our side, my side, not our, because it was just targeted towards me, that she was on my side and saying, oh my God, I can't believe she did that, and the whole time it was her. Or she was working with the other person. Regardless if one person made it or both of them made it. It doesn't really matter. They were made. And what was really, really, really wrong about this was that the coven is a private sisterhood. It's on a private page. And because we are not local, we're all over, we do a lot of live videos. And so through those live videos, if you guys know, if you're in a personal, you're in a private group, you know that you have private conversations. And if you want to go back and watch that, you can either save it or you can go back and find it and you can watch it, right? Nobody else can see it unless they're in your group. Okay, so these 2 people were in the group, but one was already gone. And the reason why I figured that out was because on one of the videos, it shows me wearing a particular t-shirt. It has the border on the bottom where it was a Halloween border. I was drinking out of my Supernatural cup that I had just bought, and I had my Halloween nails. And my daughter is in it. And I knew exactly from what that was. When I went back into my videos, that video was made October 27th. The first person that I had problems with, I removed her October 8th. So you can't see anything in the coven unless you have access to the coven. So again, either person B was helping person A, or person A has no, nothing to do with this, and it was just person B. Either way, I have enough evidence from both situations that allow me to take legal action. And so I thought about this back and forth. Should I take it to this level? But again, guys, for me, bullying is not okay. Bullying, being harassed, trying to just be just ugly, you know, and we're mothers, we're wives, we're girlfriends, and to the point to where you want to go back to high school, you know. So that was like really made me sit and think. I think about all the people who are targeted, who are bullied, who are harassed off of YouTube or off of social media, or are painted to be this particular hateful person, and for what? So that other person can just be, you know, haha, I won, or jealous, envious, mentally crazy. I don't know. So, you know, I have all the proof that I need, and that, thank God for legal teams, right? Thank God for legal teams, because they do the work for you. So in this case, I didn't have to worry about it's some person out in YouTube world. I already knew who it was, you know, because I had problems with these people. Okay. So now you know about the 2 videos. You know who made them. Like I said, either person A, person B, or A and B. But it doesn't matter, because that's no longer my job. It's my legal team's job to figure that out and to do all the magic that they have to do. Okay. And so who was targeted in these videos? The first video was me bashing witches. Again, I didn't watch the whole thing, but my coven sisters did. And one of the people that, it was targeted towards a person that I know named Brenda, Sanciso Brujo Luis, Ember Honey Raven, and Botanica Havana. Those are the ones that I know of, right? And the second video was me bashing women, pregnant women, making me sound like I'm a racist, and fat shaming. Okay. So how these were pieced together, yes, those were my words. Now let me tell you, number one, I'm not trying to justify anything that I said, because they were my words. Nobody put those words in my mouth. Those words came straight out of my mouth. But again, these videos were made privately. Think about you talking to your sister, if you're in a coven, your coven sister, or your best friend, or your significant other, somebody that you trust. And in this case, I trusted the people in my coven. And so we were talking, and through this video, these videos were cut, chopped up, pasted together. Like I am visualized a serial killer just cutting letters out of a magazine and piecing them together to make a hate letter. That's how I feel these videos were put together. They were cut and paste. So what you don't see is the conversation that I'm having with my coven about these particular things. So with Brenda, I was very offended by something that she had said to me about a particular thing. And that just really made me upset, because I felt like I was being taken advantage. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, I didn't mean that. I did mean that. I did mean what I said about Brenda, and I didn't mean to be ugly. I was just telling exactly how I felt about the situation. You know, because she did reach out to me, and I didn't know if I wanted to react to this or not. She is an acquaintance, not a good friend. And so I was just like, I don't really know where I want to take this. I have so much on my plate that I don't feel like I just constantly want to be, at this point, I felt like I was being taken advantage of. Because you have access to the same type of information that I do. Okay. So what I said about her and the situation, not her as a person, her in the situation, I was offended, and what I said, I meant. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings, because if I was talking to her, I wouldn't have worded it that way. But since I was talking in privately, I was saying how I felt. I was venting. I was ranting about it. Now, as far as Sanciso Brujo Luis and Ember Honey Raven, again, we were talking about particular situations. And so what you don't hear is the conversation before. All you hear is what I said. Now, I'm not trying to justify what I said about either one, because that's my personal opinions about those particular things. I would never disrespect either one of them. And if you sit here and you watch the videos and you're thinking, oh, but you did. No, I didn't. I said exactly how I felt about that particular situation. But you don't hear me talking about, in one of the cases I was talking about red lipstick, how red lipstick you have to have very white teeth to use red lipstick. And I was showing some new lipsticks that I bought. I was showing them on, camera that I bought these. And I said, I can't wear red lipstick because it makes you look like your teeth are dirty. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of tea. So if I wore red lipstick, it's going to be right here. Y'all going to be right here looking at my mouth. But I don't have a big mouth like that where you see all my teeth. My sister has one of those mouths of when you smile and you talk, like that's all you see is right here. I don't see nothing else. Just like when people talk to me, all they see is right here. They don't see nothing else. So you don't hear that other part of the conversation. You only hear me talking about how I feel she looks in her red lipstick. You only hear the part where it says, her teeth look stained and dirty in red lipstick. You don't hear how it's saying about me too. I can't wear hooker lipstick. I can't. But anyway, so those things were personal opinions, but they were cut and paste to make me sound like I was bashing these women, and Luis. And that lamp is hitting right on my face. I have that lamp and it's like right here. It's baking this side of my face. Anyway, so now I reached out to Luis and I reached out to Ember. Okay. And thank goodness that we are such good friends and that they have a sense of humor and that they are not blinded to people's evil intentions. They've been through situations like this before, so they completely understand what it's like for somebody to be maliciously attacked. Even if they were my own words, they totally understood. They accepted my apology, and they gave me some very kind words of encouragement. They gave me some great advice, and they really showed me what true friends they are. And I have not reached out to Brenda. I'm going to actually send her a card and talk to her. And Botanica Havana. Now I'm gonna tell you, with her, I was just being a straight up bitch. I was being a straight up bitch, and I was talking about her. And I was talking about her because I was enjoying making my coven sisters laugh at the expense at somebody else's feelings. And it was wrong. I shouldn't have said those things. Did I mean the things that I said about her? Obviously, no, I did not. But I was just being funny, and you guys know I kid around all the time. It doesn't justify it, but I kid around all the time. Hell, I talk about myself. But I didn't have any right whatsoever to talk about her in that way, because that was just some evil shit that I did. And I'm completely embarrassed and so sorry that I said those things about her, because nobody deserves to be talked about. Nobody. And even though I was saying this in private, it still wasn't right. It still wasn't right. And so, I don't know her personally. And I just, if she watches this video, I just really want to extend a genuine apology, because I shouldn't have said that. I was just being a straight up bitch. I shouldn't have said those ugly, evil things, because by me saying those things makes me no better than the people who put out these videos. I'm just right there in their category, and I'm sorry. Now, for the the second video talking about, I can't remember again how it was worded. It was me talking about pregnant women and different races of pregnant women and fat shaming. Number one, fat shaming. Hello, I'm probably the club. I'm a chubby girl. So when I was talking about chubby girls, how we need to take a bath because we got folds and crevices. Oh, hello, how do you think I know that? If I don't take a bath, I'll smell like a freaking farm animal. I have to. I'm sorry. We got folds and crevices. I don't care if you're this skinny or if you're this chubby. We got to. We're women. Anyway, so I'll get back, more to that in a second. But the pregnant women, I was talking about pregnant women. Now, I've been kind of going back and forth, like I want a different type of career, right? I want a different type of job. I want to do something fun, like work in a candle shop or work in a flower shop, something like that. And so we were talking about my job, my experiences as a nurse working with pregnant women. Well, what you don't hear in the video is me talking about the hospital that I worked at. Again, not justifying any of the cruel shit that I said. But the hospital that I worked at, we worked at a hospital that we took in anyone. Like, anybody knew that if they came there before they even delivered their baby, they had emergency Medicaid for themselves and for the baby. We could not turn down anyone, not just in labor and delivery. This was in the whole hospital. And it was right downtown. And I worked, so the patients that came in sometimes lived under the bridge, lived on the streets, had no prenatal care, probably hadn't had a bath in a long time. So, you know, those were my experiences. And what you don't hear is me saying that these experiences are coming from this particular place that I worked at. And then I said, not all women are like this, because I've worked in other places where I didn't work with, you know, this situation. So it wasn't like every woman was like this. No, this was in this particular case. But you don't hear that. What you hear is me bad-mouthing every single race. So it makes me sound like I'm a racist to black women. I'm a racist to white women. I'm a racist to Hispanic women. Like, oh, no, wait. I talk about every race because I went down every single race. I have worked in labor and delivery for many years. I worked with just about every race of woman as far as delivery. And so I was just giving my personal views. Again, not justified, not trying to take back what I said, because I wouldn't take back what I said, because I was having a private conversation and talking about my experiences, why I don't want to return to this type of job, because I can't handle the smells. All women smell. We all smell different, whether you're pregnant or not pregnant, whether you're clean or you're dirty. We all smell in some way. If you don't, I don't know. Got some great soap or something. But what I'm saying is that that's where that came from. And to make me seem like I'm a racist, hello, I'm so many races, like different parts. I'm married to an African American man. I have African American daughters. You know, that was taken so out of context, you know, as far as like what was said and how it was pieced together. When you heard that part, and if you didn't know me, you would think, oh my God, this girl is a racist. This woman really hates this particular job, and she really hates all races of women. And that's not how I generally feel. I'm not a racist. I don't hate pregnant women. I was just talking about a particular place that I worked for many years and my experiences. It's kind of like when you watch TV and you see the ER experiences. Of course, it's all cleaned up. But if you talk to someone on a one-on-one basis that you know, and they're going to tell you how I feel, you know, anyway, I'm always been really blunt and to the point. And, you know, I do have a big mouth, and it gets me in trouble an awful lot. And so that was the case of me talking about pregnant women, and made me sound like I was a racist. I was talking about my experience with every particular race of woman. And I said, this is the way a black woman smells. This is the way a white woman smells. Again, you have to remember where I was working. Doesn't justify it, but that was my experience at this facility. And then someone said, oh my God, you shouldn't be delivering babies. Well, guess what? I don't anymore. And I don't work there anymore, because why? I couldn't handle it. It's just like if you work in a morgue. Not everything is going to be smelling like roses and berry. You keep forgetting the type of work I was doing and the type of people I was working on. So anyway, again, not trying to justify, just letting you know how that came to, you know, that part of the video came. Cut and paste it like that. You don't see the comments that everyone else is saying. You don't see that part. You only hear my words. Okay, and then me fat shaming. I was talking about a particular person that I watch, and unfortunately, this person gets so much hate. She is a young woman, and she is severely overweight. And I said, I don't know because I didn't watch the video, but I remember that conversation, and I remember saying that this girl is going to kill herself. She's literally killing herself by eating to death. She's going to eat herself to death, I think is what I said. And again, yeah, it may be mean to say, but you know, it was my opinion, because it's sad to watch this person who is so full of life and is eating themselves to death. But this person has a disorder, an eating disorder. And anyway, when I watch her videos, I used to watch her videos because I was, you know, entertained by her, and I still am. But I find myself going straight to the comments to read what everybody is saying, because everybody is saying such hateful things about her. And, you know, I was just getting sheer entertainment by people saying all these ugly things to her. And I was just like, wow, yeah, I agree with that. Oh yeah, I agree with that person. Yep, I agree with that person. And I'm thinking like, wow, like I never thought about what she goes through until this happened. And so let me tell you, this person gets so much hate on a daily basis on all her social media. And she fights depression and stuff. And now I understand. I completely understand. I only read one negative comment that someone left on that channel that the videos were on, which, by the way, have been removed. Just that one comment made me feel so bad that I had let somebody down. And it made me feel like I felt really bad, you know, and I thought, wow, this girl gets thousands and thousands and thousands of hate. And I only read one, and I can't even imagine what she goes through. Like, because I only read one. So I can't imagine the impact of all those hate comments. And it really opened my eyes to a lot. And so, okay, so now you know about the two videos. Now you know who made them. Now you know how they were made, how they were cut and paste. Now again, this person had access. Both of these people did. But after the one person left after early October, the other person, which I didn't know she was laughing in our face or behind our backs and being our friends and all in our face, had all this time to cut and paste videos and taking stuff and recording them, and was making this, or together A and B were making this all this time. And so again, didn't even know. And so but these were private conversations that were taken out of a secret group. That becomes slander. It becomes harassment. It becomes bullying. It becomes illegal. Because also in one of those hatred videos was my 11-year-old daughter in there. And so luckily that we have laws against certain things like that. And so I'm not okay with bullying. And me watching those comments and, you know, for entertainment and me saying ugly things really made me understand that, wow, if I'm not careful, I'm going to end up like these people. I'm going to be just hateful. And so now y'all know what was said, how they pieced them together, how, like I said, they took these out of private conversation. And then when I went through and I saw how this person was removing a lot of her own videos, I still have so much information. I could cut and paste and make a whole movie for you guys if I wanted. But that's not the kind of person I am. And what would that get me? I would be no less or no better than what they did. So I'm not here to entertain that. I'm not a he said, she said kind of gal. I don't handle things like high school kids. I handle things like a grown woman. And so I can't. I don't like drama, and I'm just not for it. So all I can say is that I really, really hate that all this happened. I'm really embarrassed by what happened. It really was like shocking that someone can have so much hate for you. Grown women with children and husbands and boyfriends could be so vengeful and hateful that this makes their life so much better. Like, wow, this is how you entertain yourself. You know, I really just have to sit back and think about this, you know. So, you know, for the people that were targeted, and here's the thing, the person who put these videos together not only was targeting me, but used these particular people in my life, like Brenda, Louise, Ember, Botanica Havana, all these other people, use all of these people to get back at me. This person didn't even care that maybe this other person's going to get offended, but they're going to hate Murphy Gray Hunter. Who cares if they get offended? Who cares if their feelings get hurt? As long as they hate her, that's all that matters. And they victimize these people using my words as a freaking weapon to victimize these people. Thank goodness that the people who were targeted in here are way at a higher level than these people. They're like, they didn't even faze them. Louise was actually, he said it made him laugh. He wasn't offended at all. Louise is such a good friend of mine, and I'm so glad that it did not ruin our friendship. In fact, this really strengthened my friendship with both of them, with Ember and with Louise, because I really see what they're made of, and what they say that they're your friends and they care for you, they generally do, no matter what. And I'm going to reach out to Brenda, because I am sorry that Brenda had to hear how I felt through social media. I don't know if she heard or not, but I'm sure this person sent the videos out to her too, just like it did to everybody else. You know, I'm sorry that she heard how I felt through social media and not from me, but it is how I felt. And, you know, I should have came to her. I should have just said it to her. And I'm very embarrassed and sorry for what I said to Botanica Havana. That was just me being a straight up bitch. No excuses, no justifying, no nothing. Just being a straight up bitch and just talking ugly about you, because I wanted to make my coven sisters laugh. And so I'm genuinely sorry for all the people that were targeted. I'm sorry for the things that I said. I'm sorry for the way you heard it. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings or if I offended you, because this was through private conversation. Even though it was through private conversation, come on, Murphy, you got to be smarter than that. I really should have used my words and, you know, reached out to these people, or, you know, not said them at all, you know. So I'm truly sorry. And for all the women who saw the video who I offended by talking about pregnant women and this particular race, I'm very sorry that I offended anyone, but these are my personal opinions on how I felt about this particular situation. Again, it doesn't make it right. It just means that I was having a private conversation, and these videos were stolen and put out for the world to see. And that's not fair. But I am sorry for anyone that I offended, because I'm not a racist and I'm not a hateful person. I'm not evil. I'm not ugly. I'm not that kind of person where, you know, like this person said, oh, don't join her coven. She only wants this, she only wants that. Please. My coven that I run is absolutely free. Most covens charge a monthly fee. Mine is completely free. And the gifts that we exchange it's called the Witchy Gift Exchange. We all participate. It's actually optional. So whoever wants to be in this Witchy Gift Exchange, let's just say there's 10 of us, and I draw a person's name. And so whoever gets drawn, the other 9 send a gift. Only a $15 gift. If you want to send more than $15 gift, that's fine. But the limit is $15. So that way you send, all it costs is $15 a month to send your coven sister a gift. And when it's your turn, you'll receive 9 gifts. that's what we do, because it's nice to get gifts from someone, and it only costs you $15 a month. And you know, when everybody's had a turn, then you know, we start all over again. And if you don't want to participate, you don't have to. We do celebrate birthdays, so we send each other gifts, optional. So the fact that all I want is people to send me gifts, obviously this person has not known me long enough and seen my shopping hauls, because I shop enough for myself. I buy myself more than enough stuff. And these people that were in my coven were in the coven less than 9 months. So obviously they don't know the stuff that I buy for myself. I don't need anybody buying me anything. I'm pretty good at buying my own stuff. So, you know, those things were just malicious lies to get people to hate me. And, you know, this was just, these videos were made from jealousy. They were driven by jealousy and envy and hate. And again, these were my words. I'm not going to justify them. And I keep saying that because I don't want anybody to say, oh, you're just trying to make this right. I'm not trying to justify the effed up things that I said. I just want to make sure that everybody understands how this came out, and that I'm not taking back what I said, other than from Botanical Havana, because that I was just being a bitch. But for all the other people, I don't want to offend people. I don't want people to think that that's how I am, the kind of person I am. And so what I've learned from all of this is that, number one, words are so very powerful. I'm always telling people, words are so powerful. Never practice magic when you are unstable. Like if you're emotionally unstable, don't practice, because you might say or do something that you don't mean, right? And so words are very, very powerful. And I saw, just by the little parts that I saw, because obviously I had to go through this by sending these videos to do what I need to do. I had to see certain parts of the videos, and I don't like the person that I saw on the other side, you know, and I was saying some ugly things out of my mouth, and that's not the kind of person I want to represent. I don't want to represent myself that way. And so I really saw that words are powerful. Words can build you up, and they definitely can break you down. So telling somebody that they're beautiful builds them up, and telling somebody that they're ugly breaks them down. Words are powerful. I don't care if you say, it doesn't matter what somebody says about me. I don't care what they say. I don't care what it still hurts. It still hurts. And so I learned that words are powerful, and that I need to be like responsible for my own actions. I have to be held accountable for the things that I say. And that's why I'm making this video. A lot of people told me, you do not need to make a video, including the people that that I reached out to. You know, they're like, you don't owe me an apology. You don't owe anybody an apology. You know, and a lot of my friends said the same thing. You know, you don't need to do this. But I felt like I need to, because I have so many great subscribers, and I have so many people who follow me, that I don't want people to think that this is who I am. Even though those are my words. You guys know I have a very bad potty mouth, and I say exactly how I feel about whatever. And at the end of the day, I feel like you respect me more for being completely honest than being fake. I'm not going to come on here and be fake. So I'm not trying to justify what I said. I'm just letting you know that these things that I said were taken from private conversations, maliciously used against me. And so why would you even say that? Well, because I thought I could trust my coven sisters. I thought we had a safe place, but I was wrong. So I really have to be careful with the things that I say. And not just because that this might happen again. No, not for fear that somebody might hear me saying something, but because I saw that what I said was very hateful. And that makes me no better than the people who were hating on me, or who are still hating on me. And I don't want to be in their category. You can put me in the fat girl club. You can put me in the crazy club. You can put me in all kinds of clubs. But the lunatic club, I don't want to be part of that. The evil people club, I don't want to be part of that. So I don't. And you know, I don't want to be like that. So I have to fix what I did. I have to be held accountable for the words that I said. So that's why I'm doing this. And I don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings, because I know what it feels like for somebody to target you and to talk bad about you. I have learned my lesson about that. I've also learned that there are a lot of crazy people out there. There are a lot of crazy people out there, and more crazier than them. There are people out there that can use personal information against you, like in this case, right? And when I saw my daughter in this video, like she was in the background, that really made me worry, because what if there was someone who wanted to come and harm my child? What if because you guys know we do not live in a safe world, and I'm just showing so much of my life. I'm putting myself out there. I'm making myself vulnerable to someone who could possibly break into my house and harm us, because I'm putting myself out there. I'm showing way too much of my information, or like my life. I'm giving way too much of my information out there. And so I have to protect my child, and I have to be smarter about that. As mothers, we would never want to do anything to hurt, our kids or somebody else's kid, and we have to look out for one another. So if people want to hate me, that's fine, but you leave my kids out of it, and so I can't put stuff out there anymore that involves my child, involves my grandkids, my other daughters, my husband, because we don't know what's out there, and somebody could take that and want to really, really do some physical harm to us. And I'm not about that. YouTube does not mean that much to me that I would have to put, my life or my children or my husband's life in danger. So I realized that there are a lot of crazy people out there, and because of that, I shut my my channel down, and I made about 100 videos private, and I deleted about 60 videos. I just deleted them. Anything that showed like my family and stuff, I just deleted them. And I'm still going through there, and I'm deleting stuff. And so from now on, when I'm doing videos, if I'm showing you a spell about something, that's all it's going to be about. No more about what's going on in my life, what's going on in my daughter's life. As I say, shooting the shit. No more of that. Because even though I have a lot of great people supporting me, and so many, great friends and stuff who watch my videos, I have forgotten that YouTube is all around the world, and I don't know what I was thinking, I just got caught up in the game, and I got played, and like Louise says, we are all human. We all make mistakes. And I did. I made a huge mistake. I made several mistakes. And I no longer want to make myself, put myself in a position to be played again. I won't. I can't take back what was said. I can't, say, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done this. I should have, could have, would have. I can't go back to that. It's done. It's done already. All I can do is be accountable for my actions and learn from this. So no more showcasing any other parts of my life. My videos are either going to be here or they're going to be in my witchy room. That's it. I can't showcase my daughter. I can't share things about my life, because this just showed me there are lunatics out there that will hurt you, hurt your children. So I'm cutting back on that. And just basically my videos will kind of change a little bit. Like, I'm just going to keep it short and simple, to the point. I have to, guys. I mean, I know a lot of you guys like my long videos and just chit-chatting about things, and I can still do that to a certain point, but I have to be careful, guys, because you saw, those of y'all who saw those videos, I was this close to just saying, screw it. Screw it. If they want to, if they want to have YouTube all to themselves, then they can have it. I could just sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to show their YouTube channel and y'all go and hate on them. I don't want any part of that. I don't play games like that. I'm a grown woman. I don't play games like that. I don't. But you know, I just have to be smarter about it. Another thing that I learned is that I curse way too much. I have such a dirty mouth. Like, that's the reason why we're making this video, is because my mouth is so bad. I have such a horrible mouth. And as someone said, I was vomiting at the mouth. And he's right. I was vomiting at the mouth and saying too much. And I curse way, way, way too much. And, you know, I'm a smart person. I know 1,000, you know, plus words. I don't need to use curse words to get my point across. I think you guys get it. But I did. I'm like, wow, I curse a lot. And I don't like that. I don't like that look for me. Just like if I was smoking a cigarette, I don't want that look for me, even though it's okay for this person, but I don't want that look for me. So that's how I feel about cursing. I'm around people who cuss all the time. But I don't like that for me, even though obviously I'm still going to be cursing here and there. I can't just like that become Disney, but I'm going to control on how much I do it, because I'm filthy. And another thing that I learned is that I can't trust everyone. Like, I was just letting people into my coven. I let about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people into the coven without really knowing who they are and not being careful. And I put not only myself in danger, but I put my whole coven in danger. And I've learned a valuable lesson that you have to be, when you run a coven or a secret group, you need to be very careful about the people that you just allow in. I was too trusting, and I just allowed people in and didn't realize what kind of people these were. Again, these people are probably the nicest people that you'll meet, but they just hate me, you know, whatever. Again, I'm not for everyone. And so, but I didn't, if I would have taken the time to get to know them more, I would have been able to see how they react to me and to the things that I say and the things that I post. And then I would have been able to make a more intelligent decision on whether or not to bring them into a sisterhood. And so I got rid of everybody that I didn't trust. And because I always tell people, it isn't about the quantity of people in your life, it's always about the quality of people in your life. And I didn't practice what I preached when it came to the coven. I was just wanting to get more people into the coven, and you know, because I love our coven, and I just wanted to have a big sisterhood, just like with my Brujas group. I made it public because I wanted to get more people in there. I would see all these other witch groups have thousands of people, and I'm like, I want to have more people in our group. But then when I started seeing how it was affecting my magical family that has been there for a while, and then getting all these people in that I know no clue about, I decided to shut it down and make it private again. Because I need to make it a safe place. I need to keep it a safe place. So I've been going through removing people that I don't know. I get a lot of requests on it, but if I don't know you, I can't. And same with friend requests. I stopped accepting friend requests because, again, I can't trust anyone anymore right now. You know, trust is definitely something that is earned and not given. You have to earn it. Just like I have to earn the trust back from the people who I disappointed, for the people that I let down, for the people that believe all these malicious lies, even though they were my words, but the way that they were put together makes me look like this horrible person, and that's a lie. And this was done maliciously. These videos were stolen from a private group, maliciously made by a horrible person to make me look like this. And that's wrong. That's wrong. Like, if you are, you know, on here ranting and raving about something to your sister, and you know, somebody takes that conversation and posts it for the world to see, you know, it's wrong because you thought you were in a safe place. Again, not justifying. I'm just explaining, getting my truth out there. So a lot of things, this, and you know, and for for this video to be made to maliciously attack me, these videos were made to maliciously attack me, to make me, hide under a brick, hide behind a brick wall, or hide under a rock, or disappear from YouTube, or for people to hate me, or for all of my good friends to hate me, or whatever it was that their goal was for these videos. You didn't achieve any of those goals. But what you did achieve was teaching me a lesson. And that was a lesson that needed to be learned. From every negative thing, I try to look at positive things. And so the positive things that I learned was those things that I just listed. Like, I need to stop being so mean and so judgmental when it comes to certain things. Because I always tell people, I'm not judgmental. I'm very open-minded. But, I talk bad about people, and I talk bad about situations. And I feel like I'm not a racist. I'm not fat shaming. I'm very opinionated. But that doesn't make me a racist. That doesn't make me this. But because I have such an opinionated mouth and a loud mouth, and I was so trusting, that made me look like this. I just set myself up. So, like I said, it was a game, and I got played. And I just got kind of caught up in everything, And this made me learn a valuable lesson about trusting people, about privacy, about how powerful words are, and the impact that words have on people. And even from the very beginning, when this started, I was very opinionated about something, and I posted something, and then, person A posted something about the post that I said, and she was also very opinionated. And instead of just inboxing her or calling her and talking about this with her, we chose to go against each other. And now look, I lost a valuable friend because of all this. And as far as person B, I have no clue. I have no clue if she was working with this other person or she was all in a whole world by herself. It's just really unnecessary. And we really, all of us need to be held accountable for the mistakes that we make, the things that we say. I can't talk about anybody. All I can do is talk about myself. I can't, put anybody in the same category, because what I said was wrong. Even if it was in private conversation, it's still not right to talk about people. And I got some very good advice from Luis, and I'm going to take that advice to heart. I got some great advice from Ember, and I'm going to take that to heart. I'm going to listen to all the advice that a lot of great friends have said to me. And even with my husband, talking with him, he's given me even my 11-year-old gave me some great advice. And so I needed to kind of sit back and regroup myself and really look at YouTube another way. I enjoy doing YouTube. I just got kind of caught up in it, and so right now I am just going to enjoy my family. I'm going to enjoy the holidays and take a seasonal break and come back next year, and maybe do more videos. I'm not going to say that I'm going to stop doing videos. I'm going to continue making videos. This doesn't run me away. It just makes me more cautious of the types of videos that I put out and what is said. I'm going to just enjoy, what I have, and take this lesson that I learned and really take it to heart. So these people who, one or two who made this video of these videos of me really helped me to see the mistakes that I was making, and now I can learn from these mistakes and become a better person, by these simple steps. And so I just really wanted to make this video because I wanted to apologize and also clear things up, and also to let you guys know who are YouTubers and who post things on social media. Be very careful. Be very careful, because, I'm not saying that these people would harm my child, but what I am saying is there are people out there that would do crazy things to get to your children, or to get to you, or to get to your significant other, to cause physical harm. I don't know the capability of certain people, what they're capable of. I don't. They show that for themselves, And it is scary. It is scary that people are this hateful, that have so much hate, that are driven by so much evil. And so I really just had to take a step back. But let me tell you again, guys, before I get off, I really want to thank all of you guys who have been so supportive. You guys, I thought that y'all were going to hate me. I thought that y'all were going to say all these ugly things to me. And I told my husband, you know what? I deserve it all. I deserve all the hate. I deserve all the bad things they're going to say about me. I deserve to lose all my subscribers. I deserve to lose all my good friends that I talked about. I deserve all of it. Because, you know, I shouldn't have said those things. I was a shitty person. I was a shitty person. I was a shitty friend. I shouldn't have said those things. I shouldn't have said it. And I said, you know, who knows? I said, there's probably a line of people with a piñata size voodoo doll of me, you know. I'm like, y'all going to stand in line. I'm sure somebody got one already. You know, like, I just told them, I'm like, I felt horrible as a person. And, you know, but you guys have been reaching out to me. Y'all have been so supportive. You guys have been giving me so much love and support that I feel like I didn't even deserve. And you guys really are the ones that gave me the strength and the courage to come back and dust myself off, because for a moment, I forgot who I was, and dust myself off. And for, you know, Luis reminded me, we are all human. We all make mistakes. You know, we all fall, but it is what makes a difference is how we get back up, how we build up from this. How do you build yourself up from this mistake? You know, you're down. Now what you going to do? You know, if it's something you love, you fight for it. You know, if it's something that you're wrong for, apologize for it. If there's something about you don't like, change it. And so, you know, I'm definitely going to follow all the great advice that I was given. And I just want to thank you all, you guys, for the words of encouragement, standing behind me, really seeing this for what it was, and not thinking I'm a hateful person. Because honestly, guys, if y'all would have said, oh my God, you're a racist, you're a horrible person, you're disgusting, you're gross, you're whatever, I would have said, okay. Because, you know, it's your opinion. Just like I was opinionated and I said all those things, I just had to sit and take it and put on my big girl panties and just take it, you know. So thank y'all so much for your love and support. It meant, and it still does mean, everything to me. I cannot guarantee that this will be the last video that's made about me, or the last malicious thing that is done to me. I just don't understand the kind of hate that drives people to do things like this. You know, but as much as I hate the term, it is what it is. At this point, it really is what it is. You know, it didn't break me. It didn't break me at all. And if anything, this is helping me to become a better person, a better YouTuber, a better friend, you know, just better all around, because I just lost myself for a moment there. So, I guess that covers everything. I will be making videos, but it won't be like I was going to be doing like 5 videos a week. I'm not going to put myself through that, because I really want to take a seasonal break. I have some other stuff that I'm doing, and it's the holidays, guys. I want to enjoy the holidays with my family, and really use this time to reflect, you know, on things. And honestly, guys, honestly, if person A and person B wanted to reach out to me and say, hey, you know what, let's just figure this out. Let's just figure this out. We don't have to be friends anymore, but at least we won't be enemies. I would be okay with that, because I don't want to be enemies with anyone. Oh, no, it's not because, oh, I'm worried that this person might do something else. Trust me, if it's not A and B, it'd probably be the whole other alphabet. You know, there's so many people out there, but, you know, I just don't get it. Like, I really just don't get it, you know. So, all right, well, that's my video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as far as understanding what happened. I want to give a shout out to Hannah. She helped me so much. My gorgeous sister. She has been amazing and has been helping me from day one. through all of this. I could not have done everything that I needed to do without her help and her support, her constant counseling me, Dr. filling me with her kind words and words of encouragement, and from everyone. But, you know, she helped me through a lot of stuff that I, you know, needed to do, but I couldn't because I was just like, you know. So anyway, so thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And now that this video is set and done, I will not be talking about this situation anymore. I'm not going to entertain this anymore. It's over with and done. And I hope you guys are still choosing to have faith in me and follow me. But if you don't, I completely understand. Yeah, I guess that's all. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. I love you all. And as always, blessed be. Bye.